Today's gist is something people in Minna and across Niger State have been talking about with serious concern. The atmosphere has been tense, the emotions have been high, and everyone is trying to understand what exactly is going on, what caused the fear, and why people are talking about a fast response from authorities. As you are listening, please remember to like this video and subscribe so more people can hear updates like this. It helps the channel grow and keeps you informed. Now, the situation in Minna has been building for some time. Residents are becoming uneasy because of repeated stories of tension between communities and groups moving through the area. The moment the news started spreading about a clash involving armed groups and people running for safety, the entire city began to worry. Some people in town said they heard sudden loud noises and rushed indoors, while others said they saw unusual movements on the outskirts, and that alone made fear grow faster. And please, as you are listening, kindly like this video and subscribe so you never miss updates. Whenever something like this happens in Minna, even before full details come out, people start calling their loved ones, checking on neighbors, and messaging in community groups. Some parents rush to pick children from school earlier than usual. Traders in the market said they noticed customers leaving quickly, and drivers reported that some routes became unusually quiet. Even though everyone did not fully understand what was happening, the feeling in the air was strong enough to make people extra alert. People kept talking about a rapid response after the clash. Many mentioned that a certain official or authority figure responded quickly, trying to calm the situation and push for safety. Whether it was security vehicles seen moving around or community leaders making phone calls, the message was simple. Everyone needed to stay calm, stay indoors if possible, and avoid unnecessary movement until things became clearer. While listening, please remember to like this video and subscribe. It helps more people stay informed. The truth is that fear rises quickly in places where tension has happened before. Minna is a peaceful city at its core, but whenever news of armed conflict reaches the streets, people start remembering past events. They remember times when travelers were warned to avoid certain routes, or when the government had to send additional patrols to reassure residents. This memory alone can make people anxious, even when the current situation is being handled. But let me break it down in simple English so it's easy for everyone watching. The main reason people became fearful was not only because of the clash itself, but because of how fast the information spread around town. In today's world, messages move faster than official reports. So if one person says something is happening, within minutes, the whole neighborhood becomes aware. And as the gist moves from one person to the next, the details change a little every time. That is why it is so important to stay calm and wait for verified information. And again, please like this video and subscribe as you continue listening. Some residents reported hearing that the clash involved groups moving through remote areas outside Minna. Others said they saw unusual movements that made them lock their gates and keep their families inside. In many areas, parents called their children home from errands. Shop owners said they had fewer customers that day because people preferred to remain indoors. Even public transport slowed down. Some drivers said they did not want to pass through any route that felt too quiet or too dark. When the authorities got the information, they moved quickly. People around town said they saw security vehicles patrolling more frequently. They noticed checkpoints becoming more active. Some said their community leaders were reaching out to assure them that things were being monitored and that safety was the top priority. In situations like this, the response must be fast because fear can spread faster than the event itself. While you are enjoying the gist, kindly like this video and subscribe for more updates. Now, one thing that keeps coming up in the gist is how long people stayed indoors. Many residents said they postponed travel plans, avoided late evening movement, and stayed close to family members. Some business owners even closed earlier than usual. They said it's better to lose one day of business than to be caught in any uncertain situation. And who can blame them? Safety always comes first. Even as people were indoors, phones were buzzing everywhere. Updates were moving through WhatsApp groups, neighborhood platforms, and personal messages. Everyone wanted clarity, but not all the information moving around was accurate. Some messages made people even more scared, and that is why many community leaders kept emphasizing calm and patience. Let me say this clearly for everyone listening. In times like this, it is very easy for fear to grow larger than the real event. That is why we must stay informed, stay aware, but also stay calm. Please pause for a moment and like this video and hit the subscribe button so you always get updates you can trust. Another important part of the gist is the community reaction. In almost every part of Minna, people value togetherness. When tension rises, neighbors look out for one another. Some share information, some offer help, and some provide shelter for children if their parents are running late. The community spirit is strong, and it shows even during stressful times. Some families gathered in living rooms watching the news. Others sat outside discussing recent events and what they believed might happen next. A lot of people were praying for peace and protection for the whole community. You can really feel the unity of the city when things like this happen. Even in fear, people come together. Security officials, according to what many residents observed, were trying their best to calm everything down. Their presence alone gave people a bit of comfort because it shows that the situation is being watched closely. Some residents said they appreciated seeing patrols because it reminds them that they are not alone. And as always, please like this video and subscribe. Your support helps us continue bringing you clear, calm, and reliable updates. Travelers who were planning to pass through Minna paused their plans. Some waited for updates, others changed their routes entirely. When movement becomes risky, people naturally adjust. Transportation businesses felt the tension too, but safety remains the most important thing. By evening, some residents reported that things had started to calm down. There was still nervousness in the air, but people were slowly settling. That kind of slow calm is common after a tense situation. Even when things improve, the memory remains fresh and everyone becomes extra careful. Some families slept lightly that night, waking up to check messages, while others stayed up late discussing the event. Let me remind you again, please like this video and subscribe as you continue watching. It helps more people get the information they need. And now, before I continue the next long stretch of the gist, because this story is very deep and we still have a lot to talk about, including the emotional reactions, the community stories, the ongoing concerns, and the wider impact across Niger State.